Alright, what's going on, everybody? Coming back with another one in relatively short time, before the weather supposedly turns bad. Every time it says it's going to rain, it never ends up raining, which is, well, I guess it's quite a good thing, actually. But today, got a little bit of an interesting topic in mind, actually. I was going to start talking about dream bikes. Everybody's got one. Or two. I know I've got a few. But I was going to talk about what's your favourite dream bike, and what mine is, and what I would potentially look for in the future. What is your dream bike? I know for me personally, well, I am an extreme big cruiser fanboy, and I have definitely made mention of it in previous videos, but my dream bike at the moment is an Indian Chief, the 2022 model. Now, it's a real shame because in Australia they don't actually bring it out with that, what do they call it, ruby, that red colour. I think that in that red colour is gorgeous, whereas the colours we get are like the green, matte black, and stealth grey, which is, stealth grey is a nice colour too, but that ruby one is, I don't know, there's something about it that really grabs me. But yeah, 1890 cc's, or the 116 cubic inch, I think it's got about 87 horsepower or something like that at the wheel, which is fine. It's a cruiser, weighs 300 kilos, you know, that's the fun part. But it's a cruiser, it's made for cruising. And I stalled. Its lead angle is terrible, which is expected, but there's just something about the way that thing looks, man. Oh, it's delicious. That in a red colour, gorgeous. And a very close second at the moment, which is constantly in a battle for first place, is the Indian Scout Bobber as well. I don't know if you noticed, so I'm kind of an Indian fanboy. The Indian Scout Bobber was the first bike I ever sat on that wasn't a quad bike. But yeah, the Indian Scout Bobber in the nice Thunder Black Smoke, or whatever they call it. Thunder, I don't know. Well, that, because I know the Indian Scouts have a really good platform for mods as well. Not as good as a Sportster, obviously. I'm not in the mood for a Harley. I do like the Street Bob and the Fat Bob though. They're gorgeous. But the Indian at the moment that's what I'm looking for. But in terms of cruisers, the Indian Chief is really what I'm looking at. Comfortable, big and beautiful, stunning vehicles. That's the real highlight, isn't it? But up to this point, I'll stick with my little Rebel for now. It'll do nicely. But yeah, for cruisers, Indian Chief. That's my goal. Now, in terms of naked bikes, I'm really torn between three, and it's killing me because I constantly don't know which one I want. It doesn't mean I'll get one, but I'm in a constant battle for these three. Now, one of them is the big heavy Street Fighter V4S, because that bike is phenomenal. Yeah, so that bike is an absolute weapon. It's a machine of engineering. So that thing is really up there lately, but my god is it expensive. Another one actually I'm kind of looking at is the ZH2, because I think the ZH2 is fucking gorgeous. Now there's quite a lot of opinions about the ZH2 being rather divisive and ugly, and I don't know what the fuck's wrong with people. I think it's fucking gorgeous. In my eyes, the ZH2 is fucking beautiful. And the third bike is actually the KTM Super Duke R, because that thing is a weapon. Oh, it's that in the black colour they make it in. There's something magical about it. I think it's fucking sexy. So it's really tied between that ZH2 and the Street Fighter. In terms of expense, it's really a battle between the Super Duke and the ZH2. Because the Street Fighter goes up a little bit more in price. With the ZH2 you can get it for about $25,000 here in Australia. And the Street Fighter starts at $32,000. Quite a bit of money, man. Quite a bit of money. And when you're not making a lot of money, well, it adds up rather quickly. Now, in terms of sports bikes, I've never really been a big fan of sports bikes. Up until recently, I've really never thought they were that special. Like, I know what they're capable of, and I respect their power and all that, but I've just never been interested in their aesthetics. There's only ever been one sports bike that I liked, and that opinion still stands. And that is definitely the H2R and the H2. They're fucking sexy bikes, in my opinion. No, they're also divisive. Oh, that black chrome paint, supercharger. They're special, man. And then everyone loves an R1/R6. I think they're also quite nice as well. I really like them in that blue color they released them in. Yeah, but those bikes are definitely sexy things. You can't really ride them to their potential on the road, which is a shame. But also I get it, because it's a fucking 1000cc supercharged death machine. You can't really enjoy something of that caliber around. And I've been also looking at the what are these other ones? The Triumph Street Trippers. I think they're quite nice. I don't know if they're considered a naked bike or not. I'm not. I think they're considered a naked bike actually. So, but my bad there. But the Daytona is actually the model I was thinking about. I do like the Triumph Daytonas. Quite little mean bikes actually. I've never really been a bagger fan. I think baggers aren't for me. At least now. I could do, like, I've done a bit of rides on this bike, and I don't have saddlebags or nothing. I just have a backpack if I'm going to go for a bigger ride, honestly. Like, I understand the comfort of having a bagger, but I just don't think they're very good looking bikes. Some of them can be better looking than others. Those huge ones are heavy and not really nice looking. In fact, I think BMW R18, like, I know everyone, it's a very popular bike, but I think it looks, kind of ugly. The model, the styling's nice, but I just don't like the engine. I know it's that boxer look, but it doesn't do anything for me in terms of aesthetics. I just think it's bulky and ugly and if that thing had a V-twin in it though, she'd be a nice looking bike. Yeah, I'm stuck between 3 nakeds and those 2 cruisers. This is the part I'd really like to get to know what your bikes are, you guys are interested in. Me being a cruiser boy, obviously I'm going to fancy the cruiser options. I'm glad I chose the Rebel over the Vulcan though, which is usually the picks for the Land Cruisers. They're like the top 2. Now I know you can de-restrict the Vulcan and have it have a bit more power, but I don't know, man. I think the Rebel just looks better. Oh, another one that's quite on my radar is actually that Triumph Rocket 3. I think that thing's awesome. I didn't like it at first. I thought it was kind of ugly. Then I woke up and realised how fucking gorgeous it is. Like, I actually quite like the GT model. 2.5 litre engine, single-sided swing arm. They're fucking sexy things. I don't know what was wrong with me. Much like how I didn't like sports bikes, you just sort of learn. And you realise you were wrong. And if you can admit that you were wrong, that's the good thing. Now, I know preference is a taste, and it's a thing that everyone has their own opinion. But bikes are bikes. Cafe races aren't, they still don't do nothing for me. I know the appeal of the cafe races is quite large, but they really don't do too much in terms of aesthetics for me. What's it, 3 years time I'll probably end up looking to replace the Rebel, but for the time being we'll play with this one. We'll enjoy the Rebel 500. Nice little cruisery bike. Yeah, so what we're going to do, what I'd love for you guys to do is, in the comments below, I want you to write down your top picks for bikes in kind of all the categories. Now, I don't mean scooters, unless you really want a scooter, be my guest. But like, give me your top naked bike, your top cruiser bike, sports bike, maybe cafe racer if you want one. I'm interested. It's nice to see the opinions of the masses. I've given you mine. I'd love to hear yours, and we'll keep it interesting. But that's what I'm looking to touch on today, guys. So thank you so much for joining me on this short ride today. The next few days I'll have to post a bit of an older video, so the audio won't quite be the same, just because it's going to be raining, so I won't really be able to get out and get a good ride, because the weather's going to be kind of ass. I'll do my best. So thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and don't forget to leave your dream bikes in the comments as well. I'd love to hear what you guys will have. And on that note, take it easy, troops. Have a good one. Peace.